said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that...
There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will... This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Little. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember that.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looking for running room, he'll get it to... Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And all by himself down the middle. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Wisconsin. Excellent pass by the back on the option. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Little. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And when you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the second level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kickers. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Little. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Finds his man down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll open the second half with a run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick completion on the out route, and he'll be brought down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Badgers have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. A most Most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They looked... Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy is rolling over 150 yards on the day. Well, let's give a doff of the fedora to the guys who are making the Travis Fredericks of the world proud.
I don't know what you just said, but I know that means the offensive line is blocking really, really good up front, making holes, and when you're at Wisconsin, you get featured. You touch the rock, and that's why you have big days of production like today.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Little. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Touchdown, Badger! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this. Offense in a bunch formation. Handoff from the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution. They move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first second and long. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. The Badgers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football, you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got